Hello Sagittarius, this is Victoria and I'm here with your June Tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life and personal space, work situation, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energies of the month of June. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And we will start with a quick oracle message. Today I've got the Enchanted Map deck, so let's get started. If you are new, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and definitely check out the description box for more info on my services, my content, etc, etc. I am embarking on a travel spree, so you'll be seeing me from now onwards. You'll be seeing me with different backgrounds, different locations, inside, outside, you name it. It's summertime, baby, so I'm gonna be making the most out of the locations that I'm gonna be in, so we'll see what happens then. All right, so these readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Sagittarius. So if you're checking for your sun sign, please check out messages for your other placements as well. Alrighty, you've got Follow the Leader, number 40. This is a good one. This is the one that reminds you that you're a leader, and it talks about leading by example. Like, that's the main one, that it doesn't even need to be some special action. So not always, depends of course on what you do in life, where you are, you know, but anything that you share of your own experience and your story, whether it's to people around you, whether it's on social media somewhere, it's gonna make a difference, you know, it's gonna sink through for people. And so first of all, don't take it lightly. Second of all, hopefully that's an inspirational message for you to know that how important those stories are, you know. And the more you embrace and embody you know, the values that you have, the priorities that you have, the identity that you want to be, you know, you're striving for, the easier it's also going to be for other people to see you there and follow you as a natural leader without even you saying the words as if you are a leader. Okay, let's get you a tarot reading now. What do we have for Sagittarius? We have summer solstice happening in June, and I'm going to be doing a special reading for it. And I'm very excited because I'm actually going to be in Sedona, Arizona when I'm going to be doing that reading, which means it's going to be super powerful with the energies of the vortices. It's going to be a very interesting experiment for me to record some readings from there. I've been to Sedona before, but it was a different setting, and I didn't really have a chance, for a variety of reasons. I didn't have a chance to record tarot when I was there. So this is going to be, I'm going for a lot longer this time, and I'm going to have a lot more opportunities for it. Okay, for your personal space and love, what do we have? Nine of Swords. Okay. Three of Cups. And the Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy, could be dealing with a Virgo. For your career space, you have Four of Pentacles. I'm going to come back to those cards in a moment. Just want to lay them out first. Seven of Cups. King of Swords. And the advice, you have the Justice. This is Libra energy. Two of Wands. Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. So yeah, what I sense immediately with the cards is that there is the energy of indecision in you. There's something there where it's like an analysis paralysis kind of vibe, where there's just so much on your mind that it's really hard, and you don't want to make rash decisions. So essentially you don't make decisions. Like you just stay where you are. But the King of Pentacle energy, and actually has an Empress underneath, is prompting that it's actually a time to monetize your skills, your gifts, and to become known, to you know, put the word out, to make yourself known. That's where I guess there's also a connection with the card about leadership. So don't be hiding in the shadow, or I don't know, behind closed doors, just because there's something that's happening in your life that upsets you, or you feel like you need time and space for healing. That might be the truth, but like I said, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be going out to parties in order to connect with people or to tell your story. You can tell your story sitting, like I'm at home by myself, and I'm telling you a story, right? And people are tuning in and they're watching the video. So it's still my message for the public. So there are different ways on how you can do it. But yeah, in the personal space, I definitely see something like there's some pain connected with not feeling enough, with not being accepted, not belonging, whether it's in a friend circle or even in your partnership, love relationship with someone. There is that kind of fear. And I would say immediately what I get was this is a childhood fear, right? There was some kind of incident when you were a kid that is now being resurfaced. And it's not the same situation. And definitely it was, like, the reason it appeared in the first place was because there was some kind of misunderstanding in that situation. But now it resurfaces, and again, it like brings up all those feelings of anxiety and distress. But the truth is that this is your opportunity to heal that, to look at it from a more ascended perspective, from a more conscious space, right? Especially if you use this hermit inspiration and you actually take some time for yourself. And these days we have, even if you don't have somebody to talk to about it, like a therapist or a trusted friend who hopefully has wisdom in the area, or a coach or someone like that, there are also ways that you can look up some information around a specific dynamic that you're experiencing and see like what is the background mentally, psychologically, why you may be feeling the way you are. At least it's going to give you ideas, and then it's going to be more like a multiple choice question rather than a question of like why. So yeah, great opportunity for healing the old trauma there. When it comes to your career space, again, continuing the topic of indecision, there is a hesitation here to communicate, to speak, to present your ideas, to take a big swing like forward, whether it's within a company or in your own business where you want to grow your business, and when you want to introduce something completely new, brand new list of services, new ways of servicing customers. There's something here about innovation. So yeah, you will have some doubts for sure, and like how to launch it, where to launch it. And you're like, if there is fear there or some kind of insecurity, you always find a reason to postpone it more or to not do it just yet or whatever it is. But those are like the jitters, that we have before doing the big thing. So again, step into being that leader who leads by example, and embrace and like put your, put your action where your mouth is. I don't know. I don't remember the phrase. Sorry, but you got the idea. And then the advice, we have the Justice, Two of Wands, and Page of Swords. So yeah, again, it's a little bit of a kind of which way do I go? How do I make a decision, right? You want things to stay in a balanced form, especially with other people around you, and you don't want to make a decision that will throw them off or their reality off, right? And you also feel like you maybe needed more information before you make a decision. What I'm going to say is that it's always good to have more information, of course. But again, don't consider it as an excuse to delay your decisions, right? Like you may take, an extra day or two to get more information if that's available to you. But don't say like, I'm just not going to do it now, like maybe in a few months or something. That's too much, and you don't need all that time, right, to learn what you need to learn here. And if the choice is in alignment with what you want, there is a chance that other people may not like it, but it's their attention to manage, not yours, really. And even if right now you're thinking, but that's my partner, my friend, my father, my child, right? Like you can do like certain diligence to deliver the message in an easier form, right? Or if it's your child, obviously show some responsibility of taking care of them and like what it means, the consequences that this decision is going to have. but don't consider those things as a reason not to make that decision at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, before we go, let's get a message for Sagittarius from their person of interest. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? Okay, I've got 9 of Wands. Clarified by Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Cups. Wow. So there are definitely more people involved that are keeping the energy and the time of your person with them, right? It could be some family dynamic where they feel like they need to help. It could be parents, it could be siblings, it can even be an ex-partner. But they definitely, and they're not in a comfortable place with it, right? So there's something here about like they don't want you to walk away because they're busy with this, and they're trying to understand how to keep the balance themselves, like within like their relationships with all of the mentioned people, including you. You know, like what is permissible, what not, like what are my rules here, you know, how do I decide, like when it's too much, right? When maybe the person is in distress, but like it's too much to ask of me to help them, right? So there are all these questions that they're considering, but one thing I want you to know is that even like this distraction is just a temporary thing, and while they're dealing with this, their mind is definitely with you, and you know how you're feeling about all of this, and trying to make it easier on you if possible, right? They may distance themselves a little during this time because when it gets overwhelming for them, they don't want to take it out on you. That's the only reason, right? So take it easy on your partner and at least give them space to deal with their stuff, right? Or of course you can offer a conversation, helping hand, whatever you feel might make it a little less stressful for them to go through this period in life. Okay, I hope this was useful for you, Sagittarius. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,